Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now April 29th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that at this point right now, there's a lot of fans around the world that are very much divided over the franchise and what Rian Johnson did and what J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio tried to do to really recover from all of what happened with The Last Jedi. And we can see that as of this moment right now, that with the new Star Wars universe, over 10 years worth of Star Wars projects for Disney Plus are currently in development. That's of course aside from the theatrical releases like the new Star Wars trilogy and other planned Star Wars movies in the works as well. Now, on top of all of this, when we look at everything related to Kathleen Kennedy, there's no doubt in saying that she was very incompetent as a leader, as the president of all things Star Wars, and especially now that she is the one who was responsible for hiring Leslye Headland to take control of the all-female-led Star Wars TV series. This really does have a lot of fans up in arms, not just because the fact that females are in the actual TV series, it's because they're being thrown in there just for the sake of being thrown in there without a proper story being written. And that's exactly what Lucasfilm is doing with, of course, this one particular TV show. Now, the thing about Kathleen Kennedy, of course, is that we do know that this is going to be her only project that she will actually be able to have full creative control over. Now, with that being said, now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of films, as well as the new Star Wars universe that is set to deliver a brand new mythology to Star Wars fans around the world. Now, it's explained that currently Bob Chapek and Bob Iger are working together as a team in order to reunite the fans around the world and to create a better future for Star Wars in general and to make it as successful as it can be. Now, though Kathleen Kennedy no longer has creative control over any of the existing Star Wars projects, there is one that she is able to have creative freedom over, which is the all-female-led TV series for Disney Plus by creator Leslye Headland. It's explained that behind the scenes over at Lucasfilm is that Kathleen Kennedy is livid over the Star Wars fans for creating a backlash against Leslye Headland in their planned all-female Star Wars TV series. Kathleen Kennedy is described to be very frustrated and angry at the Star Wars community and the early judgment of a project that has yet to be even released on Disney Plus that will include identity politics, real-world issues, and even personal agendas by Kathleen Kennedy thrown into the mix in order to use Star Wars for her own reasons. Now, as of now, Kathleen Kennedy is said to begin work remotely with Leslye Headland over the new Star Wars TV series, and that they are aiming to release it either in 2022 or 2023 for the Star Wars fans. Now, both Bob Iger and Chapek are described to be very unhappy with Kathleen Kennedy's decision of hiring Leslye Headland for the new TV show that will bring in identity politics to its maximum. Now, Kennedy is said to be very bothered by how fans have treated her plan with the new TV show, and that Kennedy and Leslye want to rehire director and writer Rian Johnson for the new TV series since they loved his work with The Last Jedi back in 2017 that created a large fan backlash. Now, Star Wars Celebration is described to be the time and destination of when more details of the show will surface by Leslye and Kennedy, and that there is word that either Celebration will be delayed from August of this year to a later date, or staying at the exact date and change to become a virtual experience online, strictly streaming it online for fans all around the world. Now, Kennedy is also said to have been in the talks already with Rian Johnson to become a part of this new TV show that will, of course, become a part of the Disney Plus TV show in the near future. In the meantime, fans are already boycotting the series based on Kennedy and Leslie's vision for Star Wars for this one project. So, the thing about this project by Leslye and Kennedy, the reason as to why so many fans are up in arms over it, is because, like I said just yesterday and the day before, is that fans don't want identity politics. Any normal person out there, and I say this all the time, any normal person does not like identity politics. Tell a proper story. If it needs to be all female led based on the story, let it be, and so be it. That's how I view things. But if you're just going to throw in females just for the sake of throwing in all females to lead the story, that's when I believe the story fails and it just does not work. Take a look at Ghostbusters 2016, a prime example. You know, they completely did not even focus on the story. They only focused on their own personal agenda. And that's exactly what they're doing here with, of course, this TV show. Now, honestly, I think that a lot of fans are going to enjoy this TV show for one reason: to watch it fail. Because it will fail as long as Kathleen Kennedy and Leslye stay the course and really keep their ways with their identity politics and their personal agendas and throwing in real-world issues. That's what they want to do for this TV show. And that, to me, I think is going to be a colossal failure. I think it's going to be a big mistake by Disney and Lucasfilm. Not just that, the fact that Leslye is the personal assistant, or was the personal assistant, I should say, of Harvey Weinstein, I believe it was for about a year, maybe a year. That's a bad image, a very bad image for Disney and Lucasfilm. There's no other way of saying it. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to